Welcome to Tweet of the Week for one of my favorite opportunities on Tweet of the Week, and that's when I get to talk to our amazing students. And today I am joined by two carpenters from the Career and Technology Center, and I'm going to have them introduce themselves to you. Gentlemen, if you would state your name and your home school.
I'm Austin Fogle, and I go to Catoctin High School.
I'm Daniel Gutierrez, and I go to Frederick High School.
And you are both in your second year of carpentry at CTC. And I've met both of you before because you worked on actually building a house that was sold. And you have also worked on other projects through your 2 years at CTC. And your teacher likes to tweet about you. So tell me a little bit about the tweet that we're featuring this week.
He tweeted one about the perfect world versus reality. So it's about how you do math on a piece of paper and the blueprints and how it all works together. But when you actually get out to the job site, you know, the wood could be bowed or other things could factor in that you have to take into that and make it work.
Okay, and Daniel, you want to let everybody know who this wonderful teacher is?
Our teacher's name is Mr. Thuman. He's a second-year carpentry teacher.
And do you agree with Mr. Thuman that there's a big difference between the way it looks on the plan and then when you get to the job site?
Yes, there's several things that can go wrong or several things that you have to account for. Like there's stud layouts, there's like rough openings that you have to account for when you're doing the rough framing of a house. And then there's also like things like water damages that could affect your project and set you back, and then you have to account for that and then take out the wood or replace it, or there's many things that it could account for and that you could do for that.
Okay, so in the classroom, you've learned the skills to design the plan, to read the plan, to know what's happening. When you get into the real world, what are you relying on to make those kinds of decisions that you just talked about?
The skills that we were taught, because not only do they teach us how to build it, but they teach us how to fix it if something goes wrong.
Okay, and do you collaborate with each other sometimes when you come up against these problems?
Mm-hmm.
All right, and I know from visiting the house that one of the things you all described to me as being so challenging were corners.
Oh yeah.
Meshing the corners. And what did you tell me was the solution to that problem?
We all talk as a group, and whatever we have the best idea, then we talk to Thuman about it, and he would say if it's either right or wrong, or how it's right and wrong, and tell us how to fix it.
So talking it through, finding out, because you all pointed to one of your classmates that you thought was the best at that particular task, and then I also heard the word practice come into that conversation.
Yeah, we usually practice at our lab at CTC, at the Career and Technology Center, and we utilize those skills that we practice there, and then we bring it out to the actual job site.
And so if you were going to tell students why going into a program like this at CTC is a great idea, what would you say?
When you build something, you have a passion for it, and when it's finally built and like set and done, you feel like more proud of what you've built, and it's like it's an overwhelming accomplishment.
Fantastic. How about you, Austin?
I have to say the same, because with carpentry you can see what you accomplish. So you can drive by and be like, I helped build that, or you can build your own house and you can live in it and know that you built it.
Did you both know that carpentry was what you were really the most interested in when you began to explore CTC as a possibility?
I mean, for me, I took it for a credit, and I thought it would be a really cool class. I didn't really think I'll continue with it and use it into my future. But now that I'm with the program, I'm realizing there's more opportunities with it, so I'll probably take it farther on.
Fantastic. And how about you, Daniel?
For me, I actually shadowed for the culinary arts program, and I also shadowed for this, and I wanted to try to be a chef first, but then when I shadowed for the carpentry, it really intrigued me, and once I actually signed up for the class and they accepted me, I have more of a passion and a drive for carpentry now, because it's just, it speaks to me in a way. It's like come do this and like build me or like be proud of what you've done, and that's what I love doing.
So it sounds like we have two students who maybe had one idea, but then once you got involved with this, you've used the word passion twice. You found something that you really enjoyed doing, and you took that risk. You took this class, and now you've been able to see the incredible fruits of your labor. And without even realizing it, you just described for everybody who's watching this show the value of having a teacher or being in a class where you get to take what you've learned in the classroom, apply it in the real world, work with the team, communicate, but you have to keep working hard and practicing to perfect your craft and your skills. So it is no wonder that your teacher wants to tweet about you, and I am so very proud to have you here today and say, look at these two amazing representatives of not only the Career and Technology Carpentry program, but of Frederick County Public Schools. Guys, thank you so much for being here today. You're amazing.
Thank you for having us.
I hope that you'll have more opportunities to see our amazing students and to follow them on Twitter and learn about the things that make Frederick County Public Schools such a special place to learn and grow.